Hello and welcome back. In the previous video, we looked at what a Taylor series is. We looked at the example of a hill and how we can use Taylor series to find the uh, sort of the next step to get down to the value of that hill. So with this, what we'll do next is we'll look at a real function, and our example now is one of the most common functions in engineering and neural networks, which is cos x, cosine of x. So let's write that down, cos x. And we are going to use the Taylor series to try and approximate this. And for this, we are going to choose uh, an expansion point, or the value of x star is equal to 0, and this represents so we are going to approximate this function at this particular point x is equal to 0, and I already have created this plot. As you can see here, if you try and look at the function, it looks like this, and at x is equal to 0, so this is the point we are talking about right here. And what x in this, what x represents, it represents the horizontal position, and then f of x represents the height of the hill. And when we say x star is equal to 0, what we mean is here we are standing. So imagine we are standing right here at x is equal to 0, and this x-axis is what x we are referring to. And now let's say because x star is 0, well, what happens is we can write the Taylor series as follows. So because x star is 0, we can say that f of x is equal to f0 plus f dash 0 times x plus 1 half f double dash or double prime 0 x squared plus 1 half sorry, not 1 half, 1 by 24 f triple prime 0 x raised to power 4, and so on. So if you look up in the previous video, we used the letter h. Now I'm using the letter x. It's one and the same thing, I guess. uh, but this is more related to what's in the book. So each term represents an additional height. So as we move forward, each of these terms represent an additional height change as we move away from 0. Let's now compute each of the values. So the very first thing we can compute is the function value. So function value f of 0 is equal to cos 0, that is equal to 1. So what this tells us is at x is equal to 0, height of the hill that we are talking about is 1. So that's the hill. Let's say that's the height here. That's where we are standing. The height of the hill is 1. So this is the y-axis, and that's the height we have. This is x-axis, and that's the direction. Then we go ahead and calculate the first derivative. So first derivative, and here f dash of x, so we take the derivative of cos x, that's going to give us minus sine x. Then we plug in the value of x as 0, so we just say this is 0, this is going to sine of 0, that equals 0. So this tells us that the slope at the top of the hill is 0. This means that the ground is flat at x is equal to 0, right at that point. Then we go on to calculate the second derivative, and here we take f double prime x, that is going to be sort of differentiate this again, and so what we get is minus cos x. So if we plug in the value for x, we say this is going to be f double prime 0. This is going to be minus cos of 0, that equals minus 1. And this tells us that the curvature is negative, and that is that the hill bends downward, and we can see that right here. uh, so the after any side we go left or right from x is equal to 0, we start moving downwards. Then comes the third derivative. So third derivative, and here we uh, use f triple prime of x is equal to sine of x, and f triple prime of 0 is equal to sine of 0, that equals 0. So the curvature is not changing at this point. That's what this is saying. And then if we go on to calculate the fourth derivative, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of x, cos of x, and if we use the value of 0, this gives us cos 0, or that is equal to 1. So these are higher order correction terms. Now if we plug all of this into uh, the Taylor series formula, what we get is the following. So let's use a different ink. So the zero term is 1. This is the 0th term, then this is the first term, this is the second term, and in what I mean by first term, second term is here we would multiply. So if we plug this back in here above, this is how we would write that. Cos of x is equal to f of 0 is 1 minus, we'll skip the 0th part, so we get this one squared plus 1 by 24 x raised to power 4. And we have dropped these zeros in this equation that we get. So this is the fourth order Taylor approximation that we have. So this is a fourth order approximation at around 0 in this particular series. Now if we try to plot this would be a straight line. As we see the 0th term, it will be a straight line. It just says that uh, the hill is completely flat, it doesn't see these downward slopes. Then if we use the second term, it now tells us the curvature, and it gives us a parabolic hill, and it's pretty much close to what we have shown here by the dark black line. If we keep going in the fourth order approximation, as we see here, corrects it sort of corrects the shape of the parabola and keeps the approximation accurate the farther we go away from the value of x is equal to 0. So that's what we have, and what this tells us in the end is each new term has a higher power of 0, and that's why higher approximations tend to be more accurate or a wider range. However, in this case, if we go to f6, that term, then you see that we have up to here we are accurate up after this term. If I keep going to f8, then it sort of it's not accurate at x is equal to 0, as you can see. So I'll probably stop there and maybe just look at what we have with these these three lines that we have. Now, from the optimization perspective, here is something important. At x is equal to 0, the slope is 0, the curvature is 0, and what that tells us is that at optimum point, the first derivative disappears and the shape is controlled by the second derivative. And that is exactly why the minima looks like bowls, which we see here like a bowl, and the maxima looks like upside down hills, as we see here at x is equal to 1. So the near an optimum, which is right here, x is equal to 0. The Taylor series shows us the curvature, not the slope, that determines the local shape of the performance surface, and this will become more clear as we look into uh, future videos in on this topic. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please do let me know in the comment section below. I hope to see you all in the next video. Thank you.